Okay, this is just a rundown of the parts you'll receive in your kit. So you have the rear support with the welded nut. You're going to get the shoulder eye bolt along with washers and nut. You're going to get a shackle with 3 grade 8 spacers to keep it straight. Alright, so the first step is you're going to want to take the nut and thread it all the way onto the end. Then you're going to want to put your lock washer, and then you're going to want to put your fender washer. When you're finished, it should look something like this. Okay, next what you're going to want to do is pop off the black bumper cover here. Mine's pre-drilled out, yours will be flat. You'll just use a flathead screwdriver. It'll come right out and it's going to expose the crushed bumper. Alright, now here comes the easy part. So you're going to take the rear support and you're going to put it inside the crushed bumper with the welded nut facing away. Okay, so as you can see below, you'll see an opening to the crushed bumper. You'll just slide the rear support up. It's going to go right inside. And you're going to be left with about a 1/2 inch so you can hold it and position it from the outside. Okay, so looking at the outside of the crush bumper, when you slide the rear support in, it'll slide all the way, and right about there, you'll see it through the crush bumper, and that's ready to thread the eye bolt on. Okay, now that you can see the threads exposed, you're going to want to take the shoulder eye bolt. You're going to want to make sure that you have your fender washer, your lock washer, and your nut. And you're just going to go ahead and thread it on. Okay, so now that you have it threaded, now you're going to take the rear nut and you're going to feed that in a little bit closer, and this is going to apply pressure on that lock washer. Now this here is an optional step. You do not have to complete the rear plug like this. Just let it be known that Jeep does not sell this part by itself. You do have to buy a whole new rear bumper fascia to get this piece. So if you want to leave this piece intact, I would advise to take it off or use some other means to plug this hole. If you do choose to drill the hole, it will be a 5/8 hole, and then you just use a razor blade just to cut below the bottom, and this is going to help you just stretch this plastic piece over this bolt. Now what you're going to do is just continue to tighten the bolt from the outside, and you can see here, you can get it pretty flush with the bumper. Okay, now once you have it in the position that you'd like it to be, all you have to do is use a finger, and you're just going to turn that bolt with the nut, and that lock washer is going to catch it, and it's going to start to provide some tension on this. There we go. And then if you just tighten this down just a couple, now it's not going anywhere. Okay, so now that you have the shoulder eye bolt tight, you'll see that the lock washer is holding that nice in place. If you've chosen to do this step and cutting the bumper plug, you're just going to bend it right over, kind of feed it over, and then you'll just start from the top first, and you're just going to push the bottom piece in. There we go, and now it's covered. Alright, so the final step in the install is to set up your shackle. Now it's going to need a couple of spacers here to keep it straight. So what you're going to want to do is when the shackle bolt goes through, you're going to want to put 2 of the included spacers. You're going to run the eye bolt here, and then you're going to put the 3rd spacer on the other side of the eye bolt, and that's going to keep it straight. Alright, so again, the shackle will go up. You're going to put 2 spacers on the first side of the eye bolt, and you're going to put that 3rd spacer on the other side, and then you just thread that in, and you're done.